Guys, we're almost there. We are in the home stretch. Halloween Ends is so close, and we have a final trailer at long last. No more brief little clips that spoil the entire movie. I've been trying to stay away from those. I did a couple of those reactions that just got to be too much, but now we have the final trailer, so we're going to watch this thing, we're going to react, and we're going to break it on down, going frame by frame if necessary. But let's go ahead and see what is in store for us with this final chapter with Halloween Ends. Let's start this trailer in 3, 2, 1.
It's been 4 years since
The sewer
Myers vanished without a trace.
Oh wow! So we're just gonna straight up show Corey going in the sewer. Oh, they're giving it up. All right, we've seen them get grabbing Michael. I thought maybe that'd be later in the movie when Michael's more powerful. God fucking damn, he looks good here though. That's some good Michael Myers shit. Love the way the music is hyping this up. So how does Corey get out of that? It seems dead to rights. Does Michael just collapse? Is he too weak? He's gone away to rot?
I saw him watching me.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. We have Laurie talking and saying, you know, I'm certain I saw him watch me, that he was outside looking through her window. I kind of like this idea, even if it's just Corey Cunningham cosplaying, if you will, or pretending to be Michael Myers and standing outside of her window, stalking her and trying to recreate the stalking of Laurie Strode. I like that. That's sinister. That's nasty. It's a little perverse, especially because he is dating Allison. We know that now. So that is a nice little layer. I'm not completely against this Corey Cunningham thing, and so far this has piqued my interest. I am so curious about how he forges this relationship with Michael once he has found him in that sewer, how he doesn't get murked right there on the spot. This is quite the setup, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not completely against Corey Cunningham. Like, I know a lot of people are, because he's out there doing Michael Myers, the whole thing, you know, he's killing Haddonfielders. But I'm like, you know, we've seen people don the Michael Myers coveralls and the mask in the movies before. We've seen Ben Tramer, we've seen Spitz, we've even seen Busta Rhymes. This has more substance to it. This is possibly going places, and I will keep an open mind for now. And I like the idea of Corey or Michael kind of still lurking, maybe not able to go out there and full force and kill right off the bat if it is Michael, but still able to kind of have a voyeuristic quality to him and to freak us out. But all right, let's kick it back up.
You pretend like you moved on, but you're actually just obsessed with death.
What are you gonna do?
You shouldn't have moved on, Allison.
Because he is coming.
All right, let's talk about that. That is one of the biggest things that has bothered me, is the logic of this movie. The fact that at the end of Halloween Kills, he kills Karen. He has killed a whole entire mob of Haddonfielders in the streets. And he's just on the lam. He's on the loose. Nobody can find him for 4 years, but we're just going to go on and pretend things are hunky-dory? We're going to continue with Halloween traditions? We're going to go on and live our lives and just act like none of this happened? That the boogeyman is not a threat? Laurie Strode was right in the first film in this new trilogy. You know, her whole life was marred by an event that happened 40 years ago, but she turned out to be correct about Michael Myers and his capabilities. And since then, he's only killed way more people. Think about if somebody came out and killed a massive amount of people on Halloween night, the type of news attention that that would gather, and how much internet goodness would be published about that person and their possible whereabouts, because they were never apprehended, despite taking out almost an entire town worth of people with only a knife and his bare hands and several other tools. It's not even like he has a gun. He's taken out massive droves of people with his own force and with a knife. There's no way people are like, I'm sure it's all right. I know the police don't have a body. I know he killed my daughter, but we're just going to move on. Or in the case of Allison, Grandma, you need to let it go. Give up the ghost. It doesn't make sense. So I kind of hope they're actually going to pull this off a little bit better. That is my biggest concern. However, right here, I'm looking at the radio DJ. Michael seems to have just walked past him. That is pretty awesome. I love that. That's the type of stuff that we got in Halloween 1978. We don't always get in the sequels anymore, is Michael, or maybe even Corey, out there lurking and people not knowing, but us, the audience, knowing, because that creates suspense, that creates tension, that creates dread, and that's the type of thing a horror movie needs.
Something feels different.
There you go, he's creeping up on somebody again. He has a char. That's Michael, probably. There's that redhead everybody love. Oh. Little Prowler-esque. Oh, I love that sliding door thing. That's dope. All right, then she gets lifted and she gets bobbed. Shish kebabbed. Tilts the head. Little Easter egg.
He killed my daughter.
Exactly, he killed your daughter.
I will kill him. Come and get me.
Ooh, she unlocked the door. She said, come get me, mother effer. Look at that. Mad woman. Bad woman. All right, Laurie, I dig it. All right, classic. Gotta have him get up. That did look to be James Jude Courtney.
Maybe the only way he can die is if I die too. It all ends now.
Oh, what was going on there? I'm gonna stop right here. A couple of things I just want to talk about. That DJ getting his head plunged in, that's kind of funny because, you know, people like me, us, you know, YouTubers, critics, fans, the like, we've kind of had our way with David Gordon Green and Danny McBride and co., especially for the writing problems of Halloween Kills. And so this DJ, we know that he's kind of out there just spousing all of these different ideas and theories about Michael Myers, his whereabouts, his origins, all of these things. And so he's kind of a sit-in for us, the fan base. So to see them just kind of going ham on this character and kind of maybe working out some pent-up negative energy, I do think it's kind of darkly comedic, and I appreciate it. Okay, sorry, I lost my spot. But this right here, this is, of course, Corey Cunningham, because just... what are those? Look at those shoes. Those are not Michael Myers opted footwear. Like, what are we doing here? That's an obvious giveaway that we're going to have somebody out there impersonating Michael Myers. Just really interested to see what we're going to do with this, guys. So just right now, before we continue, let me know, how are you feeling about the whole Corey Cunningham pseudo Michael Myers thing? There's a relationship that we're doing the Christine thing, that Corey is essentially Arnie Cunningham, and that Michael Myers is like his Christine, and that maybe by going out and killing on the behalf of Michael Myers, that he restores him and it gives him some sort of power, allows him to transcend, which, you know, of course, always just seemed like figurative language in Halloween Kills, but I don't know, maybe we're setting up to be a little bit more literal. Maybe we're subverting expectations. I don't know. Let me know your ideas down below and how you're feeling about all this. Does it get you excited or concerned? It's going down. Oh, shake the mask off. All right, whose mask is it, though? I think this is the scene that we've seen so much of, right? Ever since the teaser and all these little clips we've been getting. But whose mask is that? It seems to be charred, y'all. Seems like it could very well be Michael Myers and not Corey Cunningham, because that looks kind of correct to me. Now, it's dark. It's kind of hard to make things out. But like I said, that one half of the mask is pretty damn beat up and charred. Is this Michael Myers? Is she going to just outright kill him, win the final conflict? That's how Halloween Ends will end, as Laurie putting her boogeyman, putting her foil down, taking the mask off of him and saying, you know what, mythos and legend be damned. You are a man and you are no more. I have prevailed. That's how my story ends. Halloween is not about Michael Myers. It's about Laurie Strode. Is that the declaration we're making here? Is that the statement that this final third act will be? Is that why it was so emotional for Jamie Lee Curtis? Because after all of this, the prototypical final girl is a final girl. That at the end of all this stuff, 44 years later, she is standing and Michael is not. Is that how Halloween ends? Is that what we're setting up here? Or is this just Corey Cunningham and this is going to kind of be a red herring? We're going to think the movie's over and we still have 20 more minutes and she has to still beat Michael Myers, or maybe they kill each other. It's going to be really interesting to see. And now that we're kind of reaching into the trailer, I'll just go ahead and say that all in all, pretty strong trailer for me. Now, of course, there are things I'm concerned about with some of the logic, some of the character logic, some of their inspirations. I'm looking at you, Allison. But all in all, I'm still willing to give this a completely open mind when I go and watch this on opening night. I've sat through some really bad Halloween sequels, and I've always come around to them, at least mostly. You know, I've been able to forgive a whole lot in my time. So him disappearing for 4 years and people just being okay to go on with their lives and not be scared about this, you know, all their neighbors and loved ones got killed in Halloween Kills, that's puzzling, it's problematic, and it's stupid. But if everything else in this movie is as creepy and voyeuristic and stalky and slashy as it seems to be, then, you know, I'm probably gonna be able to forgive it and still give this movie like a B and put it at least in the middle of my Halloween ranking, if not a little bit higher. So maybe I can forgive that element if that's the only bad element. Everything else in this seems very, very promising. It seems like what I want in a Halloween movie, especially a modern Halloween movie that has to kind of appease purists and appease modern fans who maybe don't have those sensibilities that a fan from the 70s might have. So there you go. Those are my takes on this new trailer. Be sure to let me know yours down below. And of course, have yourself a great day. I'm Nate from natemareflix saying, that's a wrap.